The partnership has been it's been an excellent one. We've had certainly the mentoring component of it has been really powerful for our students. It's certainly one of those things that's evolved over the last 2 years that we've been involved in the program. We have a soccer academy attached to the college, so the Heroes program lends itself to providing a personal development component of that program, and certainly the players from Melbourne Heart that have come in have certainly provided that for our students. In terms of challenges, like all new programs, there's an element where we need to ensure that it fits into our model. One of the challenges that we had was in terms of really fitting into the schedule of the players and fitting into the schedule of the school. But through some healthy negotiations, able to really make sure that that model fits, and that's been quite successful this year. The program has linked in a number of different ways. We've certainly had, once again, the association with the Football Players Association is a really powerful link, and certainly with the players there. But for us, it's been a real catalyst in terms of really linking with our primary schools, in our feeder schools, where there's been ongoing programs that were run with them, and our students have certainly been involved. In the event day, of course, that was held recently, where we had something like over 170 primary school students come into the school, and our mentors and our student mentors actively involved in organising that and running that has been really powerful. Well, one of the challenges that the school has had is about public perception, and some of those perceptions are false, but they're real for the community. So ensuring that you break those barriers down and you're able to show the school in a positive light, and certainly show some of the really valuable programs that we have in the school to the community, I think goes a long way in ensuring that the school is seen in a really positive way by the community. And once again, I think the power of it as well has been in terms of our own students delivering that and the way that they feel about themselves and therefore feel about their school, and that's very much portrayed out in the community, because student voice is very powerful. Again, it's about the positive role models that the mentors have provided to the students, and I think what's really important is when students go home and what they say at home about their experience at school. And I know for a fact that students are going home that are involved in the Heroes program and are talking up about just the great experience they're having. I do have a story I can share with you, where recently I had one of our parents whose son is involved in the Heroes program, and I randomly asked the parent how your son is going, and her response was that that the program that a program is involved in, and she said it was the program with the soccer players. I said, yes, it's the Heroes program, that's right. That's certainly what she's noticed, is that her son is very passionate about the game. But what she's actually learned from the mentors is the mentors have been able to pass on their experiences and how they've actually talked up the commitment to their game. Really mirrors the commitment that many of them had towards their schooling as well, and to their studies. So the parent was really happy about that, because she just felt that otherwise the balance was wrong with her child, and the mentors were able to really clarify that. You can see how the culture is changing amongst the students, and that's difficult to measure, but it's something you can observe if you're in the school. So certainly you know that, once again, for the students that are involved in the Heroes program, it certainly has had an impact, and I think it's had a real impact on them, in that they're able to, and it goes back down to the personal development component of the program, and I think those students in those programs are able to reflect better than probably what they have in the past. So I think the program's had a lot to do with that. If I look at some of the data that we can certainly look at about improving school culture and student performance, when I look at attendance for those students that are involved in the program, when I look at discipline issues for those students that are involved in the program, that certainly has been on the improve. Now, there's a correlation there, I believe, that those things have improved because students have been involved in a program that's very engaging and has certainly worked on their ability to reflect on their own performances and their own behaviour. The PFA program, if you really break it down, is very much about students' personal development, and it's about the mentors working with students to to look at themselves and to have a look at how they could be doing things better and how they can certainly be more committed overall in terms of not only their schooling but also in this case here a lot of them do play soccer outside the school and how they can be committed to their particular sport of choice. So it's about working on the individual and the program has certainly done a lot in terms of instilling a lot more confidence in our students and being able to rub shoulders with the mentors who they certainly value because of their reputation of being A-League players, I think has greatly assisted the development of our students in so many ways. Very, very, very unique. It's unique in that it certainly has mentors that of course are elite athletes, so that's not the type of mentoring program that you'd often find in schools where there's lots of mentoring programs out there, but this one is unique for that reason. It's unique for our school because we do have a fairly strong soccer culture here at this school. We have a soccer academy that we have 90 of our students involved in. So for us the program is also quite unique and it fits beautifully into that model in that the soccer academy is based on student engagement. It's about their own development, not only in terms of their physical development, but the program fits in terms of developing the personal side of the student. So that to me makes it extremely unique. And I think the other thing is that the program is unique because it does ensure that the students are working towards something at the end, and the event day I think is really powerful in that it's not just about the mentoring component, but there's actually an outcome at the end that is a real celebration. The uniqueness of the program is also where there's a continuity, where you have the same group of players, in our case for Melbourne Heart, actually coming to the school over the course of a term and working with the same group of kids. So just by the very nature of that, there's a relationship that's formed, and that is extremely powerful because we know that a mentoring program, for it to be successful, it needs to have some longevity, and this program provides that. And once again, that's a unique quality of the program. The school is going through substantial changes, and part of what we're trying to achieve at the school here is a cultural change where students are proud of their school, because we know that if they connected to their school and are proud of their school, well, then outcomes will come. So it's about laying those foundations. One of the things that we worked on at the school is about a new mission statement, and the mission statement, one of the main elements of it is about the development of personal best, and we certainly are quite passionate about working with our students about achieving their personal best. The Heroes program provides that opportunity for those students involved in the program because it's not about an academic improvement, it's about developing a self-confidence about the child and developing their personal skills. So it fits very much into the mission statement of the school, and it's a program that certainly supports that element of what we're trying to develop the whole student. The Heroes program is one that I think lends itself to fit very comfortably in school environments, and the reason why I say that is that it has that element of continuity, because it is not just a one-off, and I think too often in schools we try to bring in programs where they are just one-offs and therefore they don't really have an impact. So that's the real power. In a school such as ours, and we would not be unique in this, where students are particularly passionate about a particular area, in this case it's soccer, it certainly lends itself because you are bringing in mentors that have got that same mindset. So for us, that's been very powerful once again, and it's been something that our students have benefited from. So I highly recommend the way that it's fitted into our school, and I can certainly see that, once again, we're not unique and it can fit into a number of other schools.